information I need right here.
Is they ever having a speaker there tonight?
We shouldn't be up there.
Okay, so meeting for the Village of Elnora, Village Council, November 14th, 2023, 6 p.m. I don't know why it says 7 on that. It's on the extra sheet with the 7. So call the meeting to order. 2 adds and deletes to the community labs, right?
Yes, we do have a couple, actually 3. We have another one that just came in too that we should deal with as well. Under new business, 7.9, the garbage truck disposal by consignment, and 7.10 would be the Elnora Library, the 2024 budget. And then under number 12, confidential, I would like to add 12.1 under FOIP, Part 1, Division 2, Section 17.
Okay, I make the motion to adopt those in the agenda. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. The minutes from October 10th. There's nothing.
They look at me.
Yeah. So make the motion to adopt the minutes. The meeting on October 10th.
All right.
Organizational minutes, October 10th. We got the emergency management director, 4.1.
Yes, I put that into 4.1.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oops.
For the minutes for the regular meeting, you adopted those?
Ron,
Oh, sorry.
we got a hand up for Lisa. So.
Too fast.
But he must be hiding behind the chair.
Okay, the organizational meeting on October 10th, the emergency management director. I did call Red Deer County, and Dave Brand is still the emergency management director for Red Deer County and for the village of Elnora.
Okay, so let's receive that information.
Yeah.
4.2. We send the motion 2023-165 moved by me to approve policy 2023-03.
Yes.
Delegation of council.
Yeah.
Those in favor? None opposed, that carries.
Did you make that motion, Jay?
Okay, yeah.
I want to say something.
5.1, the bylaw, garbage bylaw. You don't do the first reading on that, right?
Yes, we've done the first reading on the garbage bylaw.
Yep.
So we can give second and third, or just second.
It's not gonna change, I don't see it changing, so.
No, because we're just
Just
amending it to
Yeah.
reflect E360 instead of in-house garbage.
Okay, I'll make the motion for the second reading.
And you'll have to read the heading.
Yeah, that's nice. Which sheet is that? Highlight. Yeah, I'm just gonna read that through here. And of course, it's the last page. The bylaw of the Village of Elnora and the Province of Alberta established a guideline for the collection and management of garbage within the village. And the same as bylaw number 2021-03. So those in favor? Motion carries. Do I do it again?
Third reading.
Third reading? I'll do it again since I'm practicing it. Bylaw of the Village of Elnora, the Province of Alberta established guidelines for the collection and management of garbage within the village And that rescinds bylaw number 2021-03. That one is done.
Okay.
Legal bylaw, okay, that's 5.2?
Yes,
That's the big one. I don't know if you guys-
Yes.
Okay.
so did you want to kind of go through it a little bit? Or just give it first reading tonight?
First, we'll do first reading on that, yeah. We're gonna give people a chance to read it and stuff like that. And
Yeah, it is posted on the village
Oh,
website
it's
for
posted?
public information.
so it's the first reading for bylaw 2023-04, being a bylaw of the village of Elnora to regulate the proceedings of municipal council and the council committee meetings and other bodies established by council. So I'll make a motion for that. Lisa, okay. All in favor, that refers to the first reading. And that was, who did you talk to about that? That was,
Lucy included.
yeah, Lisa, that's right. Okay, cool.
That's good.
That's on the website too, so everyone wants to read it, please. And then, okay. Number 5.3. Being a bylaw, there's a motion for this one, being a bylaw of the village of Elnora establishing an ad hoc council committee to provide for the planning and development of a community library facility. So I'll make a motion for that. First reading. You said, well,
Perfect.
that's so we can try to get a committee
Go with
together.
that.
I'll make a motion for that one. Get a group of people together, get more people involved for the library stuff going forward here. And then we want to get this going right away, get people involved, so I'll do the second reading to you, I guess.
Or have one of the others.
Here, on. Listen to that, so.
Meeting.
Bylaw 2023-05, being a bylaw of the village of Elnora, establishing an ad hoc council committee to provide for the planning and
Record.
development of a community library facility.
And then we need somebody to make a motion for consent for this, and it has to be unanimous consent.
Okay, I'll make a motion for the consent.
Recording in progress.
Lisa, gonna be the third time, go for it.
Oh. Okay, motion being a bylaw of the village of Elnora establishing an ad hoc council committee to provide for the planning and development of a community library facility.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye, aye.
None opposed. Cool. Look at that word right too. And then, let's go for that, right?
Yes.
Let's go. Leah,
Oh, okay, it says to make a motion to approve or deny, so I wasn't sure.
oh, no, you're true, sorry. I thought you,
No, I didn't get a response from you guys, so I never.
oh, sorry, no,
Yes, no, we did, I thought. I told you. Yeah.
Who's making the motion?
I'll make the motion.
Sure.
Thank you. As I said in my email, I had a couple questions about the library and the audit. On May 31st, Jewel made a motion to accept $25,000 in the sale of the old library as is. And then it was in August, you had said to Lee that you had decided on that price because you felt it was a good price to get rid of that liability.
It was 22.5, not 25.
Well, it says 25 in the May 31st minutes.
Okay.
And that was what was approved in the May 31st minutes on the first motion. And then the second motion was made in July
Mhm.
for 22.5.
And yes.
So,
We did need to get to reduce our liability.
but the first price was 25,000. And then the
No, I guess
second,
25 is what we said our asking price. And
no, he offered 25,000 as is and
No.
you accepted it.
No, he offered 20.
It's not what your minutes say. It's not what the meeting said. And it's not even what you put in the little notes that you provided with taxes. So it was always 25,000. And you already made that motion, and then a second motion came in at 22.5.
So we made a motion to offer, like, ask for 25 and then you settled on 22.5.
He offered 25, so you didn't
You offered
ask.
20.
Yeah, for 20.
Well, then you better fix up your minutes because they're wrong.
Okay.
So, okay, I was confused because it was always 25,000 and then it went to 22. So just wondering what happened there. And I'll just quickly move to the audit. And I will ask this, why it wasn't posted the week before when the
Nobody
meeting,
knew till Friday night that I was.
we phoned Scott the week before. And we knew the date and the time of the minutes. There was several people that called.
I didn't even know I was gonna be in town. I was actually out of town. So I'm not gonna debate that. I was actually out of town
Okay.
Monday when he called. Me and reminded me of that thing.
We're not, we're just, to the council, we're asking why.
Because I did not know until Friday night.
It's not your responsibility to notify
Sure.
it. It's
Okay.
hers.
Actually, he called me Wednesday to say the financial statements were ready. I said I will contact council to set a date and get back to you as soon as I can. And by the time I heard back from Ron and Lisa, but Jewel was unavailable. I finally got a hold of him later Friday afternoon, 3:30, 3:45, and said, "Is this date going to work for you?" He said, "Yes, it will." I wasn't too sure of my schedule. So I immediately got a hold of the auditor and said, I'm going to be confirming for Monday.
Right.
On Friday, though, you did, right?
Yes,
So why did you wait till 2 hours before the meeting?
because I had to get out the council budget.
2 hours.
Okay,
Well, that's,
okay, you're not,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
just-
fine. Okay, so we'll move on. We'll just move on. So in that meeting, there was a few things that were brought up that were concerning. And just, when you have an auditor that says in a bubble, I've never heard that before, but he had indicated that he wasn't sure
You're on.
how accurate, if any, financial reporting that you had when you were making decisions. And because of the late reporting with the 2019, that changed. So it was 28 journal entries, which he did mark as very unusual and a lot. And he himself said that you were going to need help because it was a lot of work. Just in that meeting, and I'm going to go back to my first thing that I brought to the table with Civic Solutions. They're obviously not interested in extending anything with you folks because they're done at the end of December. And you haven't used them as grant writers. They've just looked for grants. And even in further down here with the indicator results, the first point is maybe look into getting a second. Are you guys not concerned?
we talked to him and he didn't seem overly concerned when he talked to us about any of this stuff. He's like, there was nothing unusual, there was nothing alarming, there was nothing.
I listened to the same meeting that you did.
In the document.
But anyway, okay, I'm just saying, obviously you're overwhelmed and you're having trouble getting things done on time. And that's the discussion we had 3 years ago, which was to alleviate you, to give you a little bit of pressure taken off of you, etc. To have that third party accounting. And then it's, you know, that's a big weight lifted. You're still controlling it, but I just don't see going forward, if something happens, what's going to happen? Even with your note of it's lonely at the top, you're holding a lot. Not pointing fingers, not being angry. You're just holding a lot.
And I'm not holding a lot. I work very closely with Tina on a lot of stuff. Jewel and I, excuse me, have discussed about different options because I realized that Avina had indicated that she is considering retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And Jewel and I have talked about alternate options, but we haven't come to anything concrete at this point
Okay.
because we need to do our research.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the option to do before council to talk about stuff like that. So just like, we can go this for this, top of the list.
So with Civic Solutions, if you tied in with them with the other two like we were supposed to, even if she was retired, she'd still be part of that favorite crew.
But that's kind of done now. So now we gotta
Yeah,
pass
because
it,
you
move on. We're moving past
didn't
it.
even
Moving
look in
forward,
the okay, fair enough. So moving forward, when you're doing the budget, are you going to do any budget talks in general meetings? Or is it all going to be done in special meetings where we're not really able to go or allowed or even informed?
Well, we've always, since I've been here, which is 2016, 7 years. It'll be 8 years
Mhm.
coming up. We have always done budget meetings as special meetings because then you can concentrate on the budget. You're not
I'm
trying to
aware
fit
of
it
that
in.
because I sat in many of them and I
Yes.
now look at it,
Mhm.
realizing how wrong it was, that it was not made public with notice.
Anybody can come if you
But you
guys
don't
want
notice,
to.
you don't post it. When I was on council, certainly haven't in the past 2 years. So I'm asking that. That's what this whole argument's about.
Well, we'll look into how,
It's
like,
transparency.
how we do it, maybe how other villages do it too, because I don't want it to turn into people yelling at us. It's just not
Just the
productive.
same as this. You come and listen. Nobody can speak. We
Well,
understand that. But then we can understand how you're making, yes, I've sat on your seats.
A couple
Two,
people
so.
speaking up at this meeting.
Okay, but do you understand why? Because there's been no transparency. If you open it up and let us hear your conversation, let us understand why you're making these decisions, how you've come to this, then we've got some information. We've been here
Okay, so
asking
You guys
questions.
having closed council, like closed meeting like that's fine, but now all of a sudden it's wrong if we do it.
You know what? I didn't realize at the time. I honestly did not.
Okay,
So,
no, I
no,
see your
I'm not
point.
saying it was
I see
right.
your point,
I'm
but
saying it
it's-
was wrong then too.
Yeah.
But we somehow got the information out when people asked. We told them what was going on. I don't find that. I really feel like we're clear fingernails
No, I get that.
to get information. And if you open it, maybe there'll be just a little more harmony here, because that's all we want is information. All we want is transparency. We'd like to know how you've made these decisions.
Okay.
So that's just my 22 cents.
Thank you. No other delegations.
There's only shades for church, otherwise it goes to spirit.
Indicator results.
Okay, this is, something that we get from the, province. And it gives you a listing of 13 municipal indicators and, just the different outcomes and expected results. And the village of Elnora was cited under only one, which was being our financial statements being late. This is, something that they, it's just an indicator and performance measure used as a benchmark for measuring the ministry's efforts to ensure Albertans live in viable communities and communities with responsible, collaborative, and accountable local governments. So we just got the one,
Okay, now what are we doing to make sure it doesn't happen next year?
I talked to the auditor, and he will be starting the audit earlier to give him enough time to get it done.
Okay, we'll see that there.
How do you doing?
I'm just checking while they're doing their-
Vote. Either late,
Lower? Agnes or lower?
news, I guess.
Nothing about.
Watering our lawn today?
Yeah, I make a motion to revoke the 2022, what other road restrictions?
Oh, we have to do the amending that memorandum of agreement.
Oh, the,
Gee,
okay, sorry, pass that one. Okay, so, remember that, yeah. I can't use it. Amending the memorandum,
you do well.
yeah, of agreement. I was not. I gotta sign that too, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just need a motion for
I'll
that.
make a motion for that. Yeah, I'll make a motion. It is in favor, not opposed.
Aye, aye.
Is that in here for the sign with the other stuff or no? Or do we have-
Harbor.
Okay, make a motion to revoke the 2023 water restriction to Village of Elnora.
Sounds good.
Favor, motion carries.
Aye.
That's sorry, that one, right here.
2023.
That's fine.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I read 2023, said 22. Oh, I read 502 at the same time, so yeah. So if it's 2022, it's way late. but 2023, so. Okay. These driveways on. So. If you got the notes there, but Red County provides developers are responsible for development, meeting all costs associated with developing and maintaining property liable for property owner. So that's their drive. We didn't fix Mr. Clouset's driveway on his one property either when it was flooded, so it's kind of looking like it's all up to
Talk
you.
about Cloutier.
Can I realize this came from the Red Deer County, can I have the act that, or the policy that is in, please?
They said they do not have a policy or any documentation on it. They said that they have, their policy is developers pay for development, which means that any costs associated with your personal property is your responsibility.
I talked to NGA today and they have to have a policy on it.
Well, I checked with Red Deer County, they said they don't have one. They don't have a bylaw, they don't have a policy.
I understand that we've adopted Red Deer's policy on that, but if they're in the wrong, then you will be wrong too. So I would just want to know where this is documented. That's what I'm asking.
I'd also have to go to the county with us, because that's how any of our building laws, now everything's done through the county, all the inspections, all the stuff. Yeah, no, I'm curious too, because I asked her about that, and she's like, well, no, they don't. I was kind of surprised. You think you can't be the first person to bring it up, they should have something.
Well, especially when it's been an existing property for many, many years, right?
Well, yeah,
If
even the
someone
whole property,
keeps the guy that put the culvert in and never put it up.
Second question is, and I can come in if I have to, but I want to see the access applications for when it was built and any repairs that were done on it.
That was done in 1987.
It's been done since then, actually.
I wouldn't, do you know when it was done?
Probably about 10 years ago, 10 years ago. Maybe 15.
Well, I'm sure that
When
probably,
was it come here on council?
Up there somewhere.
Those are the borders.
21. Wait, above there. Oh my gosh. Since I did that period. I think it said to 2021. 95. Yeah. To 2001, my bad.
Okay, guys.
I'm like,
Oh, that's like-
Make any sense?
95. So part of Red Deer's policy, but also that every repair is done that requires engineering. The access application has to be done. Well, for sure, it has to be done when it was built. So any documentation that you have on it, I'd like to see.
okay, there were no property files kept prior to me coming, so that information is probably scarce. We didn't join, Red Deer County till after I came, that when we, had them take over our planning and development.
Okay.
Because
So-
these kinds of issues were arising.
To be transparent, the reason why I'm asking is because there is more than 10 people saying that the village is the one that repaired it last.
I don't know about.
I know.
Sorry.
I know.
That's
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to find
But
out.
there's a lot of stuff that was done before that we're discovering.
So was it Zukowski that owned the house when it was done last, when the
Yeah.
village, would he have any documentation still about
I
that?
hope so. But,
I'd check with Rob first and we'll dig and see if we can find anything
yeah,
here.
so that's all, that's the only reason I'm asking, because, you know, like, I don't mind paying
Friend
for
of
it.
friend
if
does
it's-
stuff and things like that.
I don't mind paying for it if it's something that's like a 30-year-old, you know, it's just 30 years of neglect, but if it's something that was repaired like 10 years ago by the village, then it would be done properly.
No, I get that. I totally understand it. I don't, it's such a weird thing to look at. So I started asking, like, how do you not have rules? There's gotta be something somewhere in writing.
So,
stating that,
and just for
I didn't move the chairs.
this,
Glad the chair got moved.
word of mouth from municipal affairs today before the meeting, is that policy is a common policy, the one that you're stating of owners, having all the responsibility on their access. However, it stems from part of the NGA, which is where they state the treatment of any utilities, you know, culverts and all that kind of stuff. And the way it's worded is the owner, the municipalities can pass off ownership to the owners. And then in the next section it says you don't have to. You can replace it. just so you know, that's where that stems from. It's section 37.
Yeah, we just still, like I said, kind of good points, we know who fixed it.
Yes.
You know, whether someone just boarded the town Bobcat on the weekend to do it, you know what I mean? There's a million different things that could have happened, and that's,
Yeah,
I wish I could help you out on it.
And I did attempt to talk to Red Deer County today, but we had a bad connection and we got cut off and she didn't call me back. So I will try to find that information I'm asking. I just thought if we'd already talked to them.
I didn't get nothing, so.
No, you guys, as in the council, had already talked to them, and you might have that information for me, but if you don't, I'll continue to reach out to them and I'll find out about the complete policy. Cool. If there's any, other thing is just still on this topic is, I know that you guys talked about it briefly when I wasn't able to be here last month. That's where it was brought up. I was told that I was going to be contacted. I'm just wondering when I was contacted on Thursday.
Well, I was gonna try to reach out to you, talk to you, that I had the number, I tried messaging you a few times, I think I don't have your number, because you messaged me once, said, hey, Joe, it's me.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, I think, and then.
But again, it's up to me on Thursdays. That's like 3 days notice.
I wanted to talk to you about this.
But I'm trying to investigate this kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
Because you're telling me something, and so I'm trying to investigate it, and I get, very little time to do so. And you guys have told us in this policy that you guys have passed that you guys need 10 days, is it 10 days notice to research our questions?
7 business days.
Okay, 7 business days to research questions, but can we have more time to research?
Well, that's why I'm not saying, hey, you're not a delegation, you can't talk, so I know this is a big, I know.
No, I know,
That's why
but
I'm trying to.
I wanted to come to the meeting with more information
Yeah.
as well. Or if I was given more information, then I would have already had that information, but just a little bit more notice. I was just wondering, you guys just passed the bylaw or whatever for these public meetings, could we maybe add something in it that we are entitled to a little bit more
Well,
notice?
read it first, that's what I just did the first reading, we didn't try and pass, didn't want to run
Okay.
it through once, right? That's false, there's 20 some pages to that.
So my request is that we could have a little bit notice or timely, because, and I brought this up in my delegation in July, is we're not getting timely responses. We're finding out literally every single time, the day before or 2 days before the meeting. And emailed a month ago.
I don't know when the county got back to her, so I know.
But I got the county on the phone today, I just got cut off before the meeting, so. Seems like you guys should probably got access when she phoned, right?
Actually, I responded to you on September 29th when I told you exactly what Red Deer County said to us. I said, in response to this matter, please be advised driveway maintenance is the responsibility of the property owner. Access to the private property is granted by the village over public land, being the boulevards. Replacing the existing culvert will require engineering and reconstruction of the surrounding. So I did send you a response.
Yeah, and then I responded too, but
Yes, you sure did.
September 29 was when you responded to me.
Yes, you
about
sure
that.
did.
It was October that you guys talked about it, right?
It wasn't on the agenda.
No, but, so are you saying that, you guys saying that you're gonna come and talk to me about it, or you're gonna do something about it? It's not valid because it wasn't on the agenda. So anything you say is not valid unless it's on the agenda.
I said on my, I was gonna try to reach out to you, I didn't ask her to, or anybody from council to, because there's something else that I wanted to talk to you about, with boys there. So, but other than that, that was me, not her.
Yeah, but I didn't hear that.
No, I know, so, like I said, I don't know which number I was texting, but I was sure it was yours, but I texted a couple times, hey, it's Joel, can you shout me a minute, then, but I didn't hear nothing back, so I just didn't keep chasing it. Sorry, but
anyways.
But no, keep us informed with that, because that's gonna be an ongoing question, because if you're having that issue, someone else is gonna bring it up too, and you know what I mean, it's gonna be a thing, so, like I said, but as it stands right now, that's the information we have. Not really anything the town's gonna do on it right now. You need to make a motion on that, or just
No,
table it to later?
just table
Just
it.
table it, yeah. So,
we just make a motion to
make a
table
motion to table it
to
for
the next
the
meeting.
next meeting, to get more information. Like pressure flushing and offer to purchase. Service in lieu of payment as it was scrap metal, really got to plus $5, we just have to deliver to Red Deer. The old generator, they want to give us $500 in high pressure flushing.
No, $500 is what we would make if we took it for scrap metal. He's, proposing that he's offering $780, but he would, instead of paying us cash, he would just deduct it off of one of our invoices.
Does he work with us on them?
He does a lot of sewer flush or sewer loss.
Probably working at a shop that's 70 years old.
Yeah, and it's, with the understanding it's as is, whereas,
Yeah.
because the engine's,
It's not $780, so that's kind of.
I think he figured out on his hourly rate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, no, I think that's great, it's good, right? Take it off on the bill for sure, that's more than we get for recycling it, and more than the $35 someone else wanted to do this work, so.
Sounds good.
Can we get a motion for that?
I'll make that motion.
So, okay, Newton's motion, everybody's in favor, motion carries. Enforcement contract, where are we at? 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours. Little shy, what's, and no ticket. And no tickets, so they're half hour, do we get a credit? Cause we paid for 5 hours. We paid for 5 hours a month, because, you know, maybe they just took all those 5 hours and 3 minutes, add the 3 minutes and 6 minutes and 4 minutes up and
Yeah.
even it out to this, okay. Take that credit from there. Fire chief by appointment. Oh, for Red Deer County.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just information.
I thought it was like.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just wanted to make you aware that we do have a new fire chief and that he will be changing out the sign, but also retaining the old one for historical purposes inside the room.
Nice.
We should be this, just, it was a nice sign too.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the statistics are nice. 15% decrease. Now, is that because it's cold outside? They don't want to go outside? So staying home and taking pictures. You take that one for information. We'll go to beside one at the top. Okay.
Okay, that was just something that Tina had attended at Municipal Affairs, and there actually was a session done on it as well. And they just wanted to bring it forward that, you know, it's getting harder and harder for the smaller municipalities to attract CAOs. It's quite a long document, but Tina would know more. She went to sessions and did a webinar on it as well to see if there was any outcomes that they had identified that you didn't think they had. No additional information.
Now, is this 7.9, the library? The quick one we just had?
No, that would be.
Oh, 7.9 was the garbage section, so still like consignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no one's biting on the garbage truck, but send it to Ritchie Brothers with a minimum bid on it or something like that, because it's coming up for CVIP again, so there's gonna be a couple $1,000s into it. And it's losing value. It's an old garbage truck. You can only do so much with it.
Yeah. It is, the box is quite rusty. We've had it fixed a few times. As I stated, the safety inspection of the truck expires on December 31st. And because it is a garbage truck, it's specially designed for that. So it's very difficult to convert it.
Yeah, no,
Another
the on it.
Yeah. So council would have to set a reserve bid.
Now, what are the rules of doing that, just so we don't make the same crossing lines?
Well,
just
we
pick a
can
number.
just put it out there, put an ad, make it public that we will be selling it by consignment.
Okay. And Rod figures 20, but gentleman down south figures more than that. You split the difference. Or I can call what's down in Lethbridge. Is he in Lethbridge or where's he at?
Who's that?
The garbage truck that we deal with. Ron knows, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
I got his card at the house. But if no one wants to buy it, it's just sitting there rotting.
Mhm.
We gotta do something with it soon. Especially if someone didn't see it, because if it's past the seed, it's easier to sell. Still, it's still valid if they can drive it somewhere, then if it's gotta go in for one right away too, so. What do you guys wanna do? Right?
Or do you want to just table it?
Let's table it the next time, so we make some phone calls, because you just mentioned that Tuesday, so make some phone calls, just try and see what a minimum, maybe Richie Brothers has it kind of, you
Mhm.
never know, right? But I know in the spring, that's when they're gonna be full of semis, so it's not a good time to do it in the spring.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll table that till next meeting.
Sounds good.
Now the 2024 library budget, I don't have a number on it.
7.10.
7.10?
Now.
Oh, 20, okay, I'm just taking this for information, right?
Just acknowledging the
Yeah, we
2024 budget.
So acknowledge that budget, is she gonna post that online? About to get to look at that, or? You didn't mention all these research. I must have to do that. 8.0, monthly statement. We'll call us up, I actually just signed all the checks. Nothing really big happening this month. So I'll make a motion to accept the monthly statement.
I'll second that.
Ron? I am. All in favor, the motion carries. Checklisting. They're already here, not very many, so. I'll sign them, I'll make the motion for the checklisting.
I'll second that one as well.
Okay. The motion carries. Now, so no correspondence? Do we take anything for correspondence? I thought there was.
No, there was no correspondence this time.
Nope.
Close to the end of the year, no one wants to do anything.
Yeah, we can get Christmas first. Okay, council reports. Got nothing exciting from my end. Dealing with the Parkland Library, stuff like that, trying to get more, see what's up and coming with the elections for that, happening tomorrow. Oh, I can't go tomorrow during the. So other than that, nothing exciting to me on. Acting meeting next week. You know, they're starting again this month. Yeah.
FCSS got postponed, nothing's really happening new with that, everybody's stuff is out there budget, so hopefully next month we will have our FCSS meeting. Cemetery's been good, library's been good, nothing has been going on. So,
Sales report.
Oh, for my report, I just wanted to point out this, I'd heard about this EPR was contacted by the city of Red Deer, so I actually did the EPR webinar so I could understand a little bit more about what it was, so I could take it back to, or just make council aware of it. And what it is extended producer responsibility, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Currently, producers sell products. When products reach their end of life, they become waste, and waste is managed by municipalities. EPR extends the responsibility of end-of-life products back to the producers. Now, from the webinar that I did, it's my understanding that they are going to have like transfer stations set up.
Yeah.
Now, what that looks like at this point, I'm not too sure. We have to register, not that we have to, but if a municipality so chooses, they can register by the end of December to set the process in motion. Basically, down the road, what it means is that our recycling costs would no longer be ours. That recycling would become the responsibilities of the producers. So I'm going
That's
to
a great way to raise grocery costs. Public cardboard and packages, I guess.
yeah,
That's, I don't know.
you're going to pay for it one way or the other.
When you came off it, yeah. It's.
But that's kind of what it was in a nutshell. It was, that they're touting it as a good thing, but as you pointed out, it will increase your cost.
Absolutely. Just look at the cost of car batteries. Like those car batteries are $10,000 to $15,000 and they can't recycle them. So if they can't recycle them, there goes your electric car, right? You just can't, what do you do with that? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't do anything like that anyways, we had no production around here, so.
So I'm sure that there's probably other questions that will be raised. And, you know, I'll kind of keep in touch with that lady from Red Deer. And, you know, make sure that we understand what it is that before we commit to anything.
Cool. Gotcha, thank you. Anything from, Bud?
Nothing, we did have a high pressure question come in. That's how he was aware that we have this own generator. And, he made sure that we flushed out to the lagoon because we wanted to make sure that, you know, we're gonna be doing some cammering next year, we hope. So we want to make sure that sewer lines were clear so we could get good, images on it. And we took it all the way out to the lagoon, which was a good thing because there was one area there that was a little bit, quite, that had a, almost a complete blockage. So if we had, it probably might have been a bit of an issue at some point in the next short while.
Cool. And then that's it.
We have a new skid steer. We did have one in stock, so, we took it, you know, so that it was available.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, we gotta go into the confidential part.
Is there a motion for the,
Motion.
I'll accept that as information.
Yeah, I'll say.
Make a motion, but yeah.
Can I ask a question before we go into my?
Yeah,
When will the procedural bylaw be put on the website?
it's been
It's
today.
on there now, isn't it?
No,
Fancy.
no.
If it's not on there now, it'll be on there tomorrow then, but yeah, it's,
I was having trouble with the website. They moved platforms, so it's been a struggle ever since, but I thought I had it posted.
yeah, if it's not on there tonight, so, but it's tomorrow.
No, actually, maybe for the live one.
Yeah, no, I don't have the procedural one up there. Sorry, I've got the other two.
Was it just the size of it, it didn't want to?
Yeah, who knows?
Tomorrow.
They moved to Wix instead of Yellow Pages, like Yellow Pages sold off their website, whatever
Okay.
platform to Wix.
Okay.
And it's been kind of a pain in the butt ever since.
Perfect.
So, I got a copy of the bylaw.
Oh, no, it's okay. I like this.
Did you text me your number again?
Yep.
Good, okay. Okay. Confidential. Okay.
Do you want me to go down and lock the door behind them? I can.
What the words, that Ada, that $2,500.
No, it was
I think we just, yeah,
22.5. I'll check the
that's like, we're just checking notes.
because I think
Still get-
our motion was to bring them to counter offer.
What are you doing, Lisa?
Apparently we still have Zoom on.
We just gotta close it, because it's,
If I close it, it's not.
we're still in, oh, we're still in,
I don't know how to do any of
make
this.
sure it's muted. Don't touch buttons till Tina gets back.
I can't even find it.
Don't touch it.
Don't is like, if you're in camera, turn Zoom off.
Can you hear us?
I don't know if you can hear us.
Mitch, can you hear us? No, but see, that's why that little thing has it. You can't come back on.
Yes, he can hear us. So. I don't know what I'm doing.
It should be.
Can I just close it?
No, we're still in a meeting, so let's wait for Tina to get back.
Can we unplug the microphone? Like,
No, it's just leave it. You guys can go back.
is Tina coming back? I thought she
Yes.
was. Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's perfectly fair. There's not a, doesn't say that A versus B type thing. It's just, it is what it is. So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. No, move on to waiting room. I can't even find the meeting.
Yeah.
This is probably just shaking his head. He's gonna give you a Zoom lesson.
No,
I need a Zoom lesson.
You did it up, but. Why are they all? He said just wants to start unplugging things and closing things. Is that kind of like when you close it off? When you rip the fire or the smoke or the burglar alarm off the wall and cut the wires?
Or, meet everybody.
Lisa's been playing with it.
no, Lisa didn't actually touch anything. I got yelled at when I almost closed the, but I don't know where the meeting is. Okay, it's right there. And they're all laughing at me right now. Okay, so you just have to.
I muted it, but I still can. Take it down. Talking? Me?
Recording stopped.
So we gotta be here for 5 more minutes till we can
Yeah.
close,
Yeah.
so
So you recess.
we'll recess, yeah, but I just hope we get some good people volunteering that wanna help out with the library stuff. Because we only have a couple people on the committee, but it'll be fresh ideas and then we can focus on stuff, right? And then,
The main thing is getting
I'm not looking at the right one, that's why I
them
can't see
moved
it.
in, getting everything set up. They can take the whole space for now.
well, let's talk about, like,
Office for Michelle.
I know, it's fancy, but like even starting, like, even if we had to somehow finish the flooring in the front half of the building, move the temporary, then do the back half, and
Yeah.
just move it back there like that in stages.
Yeah.
We'll have to, like, but again, that's something we'll have to figure out. And if we can get funding from McIver for the move, it changes McIver
Yeah.
for the move, that changes everything, right? But
Not that you're saying his name
it's that you're gonna correct me on it.
If we do have like a conference room that can be set up with data jacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that Mitch has computers that could be set up and running in there, because we'd only be using.
Oh, yeah, well, even though the Wi-Fi and too, is gonna be seen stuff too, right?
For Michelle to have her program.
Yeah, she can have her programming,
Yeah.
the cables can all move out of the way.
No, we gotta get those coolers, that coolers in the back gotta get sold. Not
Yeah.
cleared out. Now, they're still gonna keep it back area for some storage and stuff.
Isn't there places to advertise stuff like that?
Yeah,
Like restaurant
Yeah.
stuff and commercial stuff?
maybe if we only knew a friendly librarian that was sitting around by a computer that
Well,
did
put
this.
something like that on our website.
Yeah. And I like the stuff that we got from Olds,
Yeah,
because man, they have some nice people that know how to write things.
Have you sent me this? Have you sent this out?
well, it's written nice.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
No, and there's other communities dealing with stuff too.
Well,
So this makes it fair for everybody.
Yeah,
Mr.
exactly.
Cluche said, you know, like, he said, is there one place that you feel where you feel confident about their bylaws? I said town of Bolts, just
Yeah.
it's instant, because I've been in a lot of sessions with them
Yeah.
and they're really leading edge. But I did get some good ideas when I did the amendments from Sylvan Lake, actually.
Okay, yeah.
No,
Bigger
and
centers
it's-
that,
and there's nothing there, like that way, like when we're gone, the next council can't get harassed by whoever down the road is. It makes it fair for people that want to
Or
go.
on our website. once.
Because I got no problem letting people have their say, but it's just gotta be organized and not a waste of time. I don't want to be harassed with the same questions every month.
exactly. And I like that fact that, well, you pick the 9 months, which is fine, but there should never be the same question over and over again.
Mhm.
It's like, you have an answer, done, we've moved on.
Yeah, but it's not the answer they wanted, so they're gonna ask
That
again
doesn't matter.
until it's.
You like that?
That's why,
You like that?
that's why
Yeah, I like that.
they have to fill out the form.
Everywhere
and
has that.
stick to the form.
Everywhere has that form, so. You
Well,
love
yeah.
paperwork, though. I hate it. So.
I've got 7:09, which would be 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right, everybody, thank you for listening. Have a good night. The meeting is adjourned at 7:09. Oh, yeah, look at that. That was the hammer. That was the hammer.
We'll get you one of the